Are we on?
Yes, we are. Hi.
Ahoy, hoy!
Whoa.
You got to get better at that.
Oh my
gosh. Ahoy, hoy, and welcome to Players in Book, where I get to DM for some of the greatest D&D players in the world, including Katie Downey, Jennifer Kretschmer. I'm looking across the list in this thing. Latia Jaquise,
Whoa.
Lauren Urban, and I'm Jeremiah Sumerian. I'm going to do the credits real quick, and then I'll toss it off to Katie. Cartography by Shay and Peku. Cartography by Shay and Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek46. Custom tokens by Shay and Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Frecklesketches. Logo and character art by Luke McCay. And you can check us out on Patreon at Players in Book, all one word. Katie, what's up? You're back from the shrimp dimension.
Oh, yes. We've got to discuss the shrimpuation going on down there. I'm sorry, I was very distracted. I was playing this amazing game, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm. They're super cool. They're so very cool. You can find characters previously played by members of this very stream as characters in the game. Kind of amazing. And they have all these really cool outfits and different things. So, usually they give us a code each week to get an Electrum chest. Unfortunately, I did not submit the request for the code this week because I did not realize that October was already over.
Time.
Yeah.
Time is not our friend.
Time. The irrevocable march of time continues, and thus I lay myself prostrate before you, saying I am so sorry we do not have a code this week, but we will definitely have one moving forward.
They just didn't get your request from the shrimp dimension.
Oh, you know what?
You didn't get reception.
Yeah.
It's like when you cast sending across planes and there's that 5% chance, they're just not going to get it.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Damn shrimp. Anyways, tonight I will be playing a Triton College of Eloquence bard, Tallulah O'Draken. And that's me.
Oh, hi. I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com. Just go to the front page. It's easier that way. You can find all the stuff there. Tonight, I'm playing Fairlos, the Tabaxi cleric actor. Begrudgingly.
Tabaxter.
Listen, don't make this hotter than it already is, okay?
Hey, real
But I
quick,
want
is
you.
my volume better?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was just asking Chad if my volume was better.
Ooh.
Yeah, I made an adjustment that I'm hoping helped. Still a bit low. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You actually sound a little bit low on our ends, I would argue.
Okay.
Is that why your camera keeps zooming in? Because you're quiet and it's just like,
Are
What's
you
that?
there?
What? He's
I
come
think-
Are you
closer.
there?
I think it's because when I move, my face...
It's
it
just 'cause
tracks.
Yeah.
Zoom has the auto centering on. You can turn it off with a click of a button.
Yeah, no, it's on in my camera itself, so I've got to open the
Oh.
app
Yes.
of that. But first I'm going to try to get my...
Fancy.
Selected.
Fancy.
meanwhile, I'm
fancy.
done.
Hey, Lauren, what's happening next week?
Is it okay? So, do you count Mondays the beginning of the week or Sundays the beginning of the week?
Sunday's the beginning of the week.
Well, I mean,
Monday's
there's
the
no
beginning of
wrong
the work
answer.
week.
There's
Depends
no
on where
wrong
you are
answer
in the
to this.
world, really.
It's Monday.
Okay, so next week, 'cause
Before the next time we do this. a
before the
thing's
next time we
happening,
do
so-
this on Saturday, you can see Jen and I on a stream on Fantasy Grounds at Fantasy Grounds Con. We're going to be closing out Fantasy Grounds Con at 4:00 Pacific.
I think so, yes.
Yes, 4:00 Pacific on Fantasy Grounds Con, where we're going to be playing. Remember how earlier folks were talking about those Idle Champions characters that you might see some of us in Idle Champions? Well, Jen and I used to play these characters from Heroes of the Plains. We're going to be playing those characters. You know how we've been kind of dancing around it? Yes. The Heroes of
It's
the Plains
happening.
are actually having a one night afternoon night reunion. I call it a tour. Yeah, we're getting back together. The band is getting back together for one night. Exactly. For one last one shot, I guess, until the next time we
One
get together.
more one shot.
Yeah, one more one shot, because every time we say this is last time, we find a way to get back together. So yes, come see us and B. Dave Walters, Alicia Marie, Hope Lavelle, Adam Bradford, and our illustrious DM, whose name I've totally forgotten because I'm a bad person, but Greg, who works at Fantasy Grounds and is awesome and has taught us all how to actually work Fantasy Grounds. And now we all have cool character sheets and really fun dice and all kinds of fun things. And so you should see us.
Wild that I didn't put that together with the people who are playing that
Oh,
game.
really?
And I didn't put it together at all.
Yes,
no.
the stream's gonna be called
my mind when
Heroes
they told
Reunited.
us on stream.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep. And so you
it's a
can come
Heroes
see us.
reunion. So, and also check out the opening ceremonies for Fantasy Grounds Con, because they're going to be making some very, very cool announcements, because they have shiny things to announce that I'll let them announce because it's their announcements. Not mine.
It's all
Very
them.
generous
Yeah.
of you. You're a good
Yeah.
person.
Not my thing to talk about, but it's cool and you should check it out. And then at the end of the thing, we're gonna go adventure and do stuff.
Yay, adventure.
Speaking of those characters, you can check out Alindra's fancy new clothes in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs as at Dreamwisp or DreamWispJen or dreamwisp.bisky.social, depending on your chosen platform of interneting. And tonight I am playing your friendly neighborhood philosopher tsunami druid, Rivulet.
Oh wait, did Katie go?
Yes.
Everyone's gone.
I have no idea where I was when Katie went. I was here, but I was clearly not here.
Time.
I thought you were just like type. Okay, as soon as I finish, I'll get into what I have to say.
Nope, I had no awareness that Katie had actually said her piece. Hi, everybody. It's November and time isn't real and it's already dark outside and I feel myself going into hibernation. So apologies, I guess. But I'm Latia Jaquise and you can find me on the internet at Latia Jaquise. Also at my website, which is latiajaquise.com. Go figure. I'm playing Essequa. She's a dragonborn. She's a wizard. She's a blade singer. She is in a play. That's it.
I'm Jeremiah.
Real quick, I want to apologize. Apparently, they did do an announcement in the game. We did not have the code requests sent in. So if you came here specifically because the game told you that there was a code available, that is my fault. I'm the one who wasn't able to get the request in because I have no sense of time and didn't realize it's already November. But thank you for letting us know that they did do the announcement in game, so I can.
We shall be better prepared next time.
Yes.
Time.
And thank you, Garwar, for being our idol champion on the ground floor to help explain this.
Thank you for being our idol whisperer.
Idol champion at large. With a microphone.
The idolist of champions.
Reporting in from Idle Champions.
I'm Jeremiah Cimmerian. You might know me from the YouTubes or the SCP Wiki. I wrote an essay recently called "The SCP Wiki is Political and So Are You" about how all art is political. So you can maybe go read that. But let's get into our session summary.
Yeah.
This is episode 40 of
Wow.
Player in Book's first campaign, Secondhand Souls. And that reminds me that someone mentioned we hit our follower goal of 400. So that's nice to
40
say out loud.
episodes, 400 people, multiples.
Time. No, wait.
4s and 0s.
Time is not our friend.
But numbers are apparently.
Time is on our side.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Oh, yes,
That's
it
a
is.
lie. It's a lie. That song is a lie. All right. Previously on Players in Book, captive audience. You have to answer this question. Is she just a very good actor or are you under her charm effect again? You've been disoriented ever since you left the theater. I'm not actually saying she's a bad actor, but how can we fairly evaluate her skill when half her audience has no choice but to like her? Klein and Liam, Kasari film critics. The acolyte prepares to attack a police car, but the discussion about what to do takes long enough that the car makes its way around the corner. But shortly afterwards, it comes back, circling the block. Once it does, the secondhand souls peer inside from their hiding place. The car is filled with allies, some certain, others less so. Ascending is cast, and the escaped fugitives offer to meet at the university. The philosopher immediately gives the philosophy professor an existential crisis as they arrive. Then the souls meet some of the actors who will be in the play. Soren, the scholar's mentor, seems very scattered and distracted, more than normal even. All but the poet pass through the veil to have a private discussion with Crescenza, the marvelous muse, first lady of encores and unexpected key changes. She finally reveals her plans. The rebellion is a means to an end. She needs to get into the throne room and use the book there to offload her godhood, allowing her to become mostly human again. The only valid choice for her power is the poet, but if worse comes to worse, she can offload it into no one and allow it to live on its own. After this, the souls decide to retire for the night, heading to a nearby emptied-out dorm. But on the way, they observe the ghost actor briefly and realize he's the brother of the flump they met not too long ago. It is 3:01 a.m. on Joy's Day, the 30th of Dreams. There is a dark shadow over this city, even if the sun is shining above the waves, and the play remains, and ever shall be, the thing.
We might actually make it to Essequa's birthday. I have hope.
I want to say real quick, I took me a solid second to remember the name of the ghost that I gave last time around, which is Cletus.
Cletus.
Yes.
I was going to say Cassius.
The flump before the flump before was Roscoe, and I'm 85% sure that their last name was Colton.
Calhoun.
Calhoun. I knew it was a C.
Cletus Calhoun.
But they have a brother named Colton, because I just said that.
They do now.
It's canon.
Yeah, no, well, that's adding into the
Cletus,
notes.
Colton, and Roscoe Calhoun.
Wait a minute. Colton, Roscoe, and Carl. Who's next?
We got
Colton,
Roscoe, Cletus,
No,
Colton.
we met Cletus though, so Cletus has to be in there.
We met Cletus. Cletus is dead. Roscoe is on the run, A-Team style. And now there's apparently a Colton, which I'm going to make that canon. There's definitely
Wait, is Cletus actually dead, or is he just a flump under a sheet?
No, he's a ghost. It's been phasing in and out of doorways.
Oh, that makes me a little sad, because I thought that he was just pretending.
Just a lump under a shoe and eye holes cut out. I love it. I love it.
That would be less of a get for the acting bit. They're like, we got a real ghost.
Yeah, but I thought he was just
have
that
you
good
seen
of
the
an actor.
monologues that role gets? They're like,
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a lot of talking for a ghost who says, "I want to just talk to you real quick," which is literally the first thing the ghost says. Let me just talk to you real quick.
Real quick.
At least it's not, hey girl boss.
Oh, no.
So you guys could stop if you wanted to, or you can head on over to the dorms and get some rest, because you guys have been running for a while without a long rest.
I thought we got a long rest at the hideout.
It wasn't a full long rest.
Was it a short rest? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was almost long enough to be a long rest, but you guys, it was like 6 hours or something like that.
But yeah, I thought that we were gonna do that once Crescenza spoke to Tallulah.
We do also have some bookkeeping, for lack of a better way to put it, because Tallulah was not part of the Crescenza conversation.
Right.
You were talking to the people backstage whilst the rest of the party was having their conversation with Crescenza. That included you catching up with Michelle, potentially talking to any of the other people backstage as well. It's sort of up to you if you want to play out any of those conversations before we move fully forward.
I would like to talk to Michelle.
Okay. So while they're past the veil talking to Crescenza, then this conversation would be happening between you and Michelle.
Tallulah will kind of walk up. Well, that's interesting.
Yes, it is quite interesting. Yes. Are you okay?
I don't know.
Probably.
I really don't. I left this place thinking I'd never see it again, and that it was hopeless and a lost cause, and now I'm back here in the midst of a revolution.
Not much of a revolution, more of it's a movement, but
No, Mickey, this is a revolution.
I did just watch most of like half of our revolution get arrested and hauled away in police cars, so I'm not.
Exactly. And there was a lot of police cars. And all those police cars are going through the road right now. And I can tell you, walking around on that street, I could see that there are folks who are not charmed by the Empress. There are folks out there who are just trying to get by and keep their heads down and not get noticed. And everybody has a line. Everybody. If they heard about what's really going on, I think it would make a big impact, Mickey. The problem is that you haven't had the platform or the plan.
Around this time, and this is something that the other players won't have heard because they were isolated from the sounds that came from outside, you hear a bell ring 13 times. Boom. In the way in the distance. Boom. Boom. That is announcing executions.
How many people did they take?
4 or 5, I think, alive.
Is it always 13 bells, or is
no? It's the
ring.
ring.
13 people.
That would be a ring. Yes, it's supposed to communicate that there are 13 rebels being killed.
How do we know who it is?
We don't. That's the point, I think.
They don't televise it?
Oh, they televise it, but not all executions are televised. I think they pick out the people who are perhaps most photogenic.
You got a TV around here?
I think there are some in the dorms.
We need to go see what's going on there.
Okay.
But, Mickey, it's gonna be okay. Look. We got proof. We got knowledge. And we got right on our side, okay? And it may not seem like much right now when we're staring down the barrel of them executing 13 more people, but all they have is a grasp on fear. And fear never holds things. It only delays them. Ruling through fear is biding your time. And her time's up. Now we need to go get the girls and find out who's being executed. But before that, are you okay?
That's sort of a big question. Sure.
You are full of shit.
Often.
I missed you.
I missed you too.
All right,
Make
come
an-
on, let's go.
Make an insight check.
Okie dokie. I have to get to the right screen. There we go. Insight. Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Nice. You notice this character, the red-headed, maybe orcish woman, is sort of eyeballing your interactions between you and Michelle.
Does she seem jealous?
With just a dirty 20, I think the most you can tell is that she is observing you.
Okay. Shalula's gonna take a step closer to Mikey
Mm-hmm.
and kind of lean in.
You wanna, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And she's just gonna whisper in his ear, "Don't mind me. I'm just trying to see if you might have somebody who's a bigger fan of yours than you knew." And then she'll kind of sit back a little bit and look up at him with just this kind of smile on her face and glance at the redhead.
Carrying your 20 forward, it doesn't appear to be that sort of interest.
Okay. Who's the redhead, Mickey?
She's one of our newest actresses.
Why is she staring at me like that?
No, you cut quite a figure.
Oh, charmer. All right, well, what do you know about her?
I don't know much at all. I don't even know what she is supposed to be, who she's supposed to be playing, or if anything. I know she came in from outside the city, I think. At least that's what I was told.
All right, thanks. Hey, could you go get the girls? I'm just gonna have a quick chat.
Of course, no problem. And you're gonna watch as he goes over to the curtain, and cannot open it.
Pull it apart, Mickey.
No, it looks, yeah. You see
Yeah, no,
him.
I'm making fun of him.
Oh, okay. You see him start to he's trying.
One side and the other, and pull.
He's doing that thing anyone who's worked on stage knows, in where you're trying to find where the two parts overlap, and you can't.
Just batting at the curtain.
Yeah, he keeps trying, and is unsuccessful.
All right, I'm just gonna do this real fast then. Tallulah kind of whips around and looks the redhead directly in her eyes. How you doing? Is there a reason you keep staring at me? I ain't mad. I'm just curious.
I'm no reason at all. What Sure, make an insight check.
Oh, yes. 21.
21. She seems like she recognizes you.
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
What's your name?
I'm Peggy Lynn.
Peggy Lynn, nice to meet you. Name's Tallulah.
Great to meet you as well.
So, what you doing just standing here?
Oh, I came in, I'm an actress, and I understood they had some open roles because of arrests and stuff, but it seems like everything's already been filled, so I'm just sort of planning on working as crew, or maybe seeing if with all the arrests happening, seeing if another spot opens up.
I mean, sure. I don't think they gave me an understudy.
Okay.
You ever acted before?
Yeah, a lot. Yes, of course.
Excellent. Well, maybe me and you can run some lines later.
That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Where at, and what time?
Well, I have to go run to the dorms and find something out. Let's say, what time is it?
About 3:20.
Let's say barring no catastrophes. Let's meet here at about 5 o'clock.
Okay. All right. No problem. Sounds good to me.
All right. Take care, Peggy Lynn. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. And Michelle is still desperately trying to find the part of the curtain.
I just walk up and I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it'll work, but just because this is like the dynamic, I'm gonna walk up and just smack the curtain once and hope that I find it and open it.
You do not.
Okay. Well,
Would you like to make an Arcana check?
yes. 14.
The stage is a special place, according to Peter Brook.
A 14. Hard to say what's happening here, but it's like there is no place for the curtain to part.
Well, that's annoying.
Michelle has finally gotten frustrated enough that he is actually starting to lift the curtain up. And
I watch.
as he does so, the curtain just gets longer.
Well, damn. So, Mickey?
Can we see
there
any of
another
this?
way?
No.
Okay. And we can't see any of this happening from the other side?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That would be
we're
distracting.
in a different dimension.
That would
of
be
course.
distracting.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Silly me.
Is there a backstage entrance somewhere?
I mean, we are in the backstage now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were backstage. Is there a house entrance that we could go through? Maybe get on the stage that way?
I mean, we could go around to the front, sure. Also, Katie.
Yeah.
Their scene is already concluded, and you didn't actually interact with them.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I was just trying to meet up with them.
Gotcha.
I thought these were happening.
They're gonna come in through these curtains in a moment.
Oh, okay,
in fact, as you start to make it to the other door, you watch as your friends come through the curtain.
Huh. Oh, perfect timing.
I throw them with all the drama and flair of someone who just wants to throw heavy curtains.
And
I understand that reference perfectly.
Michelle's just so
It's
confused.
so satisfying. They're just these beautiful velvet, like, oh,
That big,
Nothing
heavy,
like-
dense velvet. The good
just
stuff.
velvets are amazing.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
wearing a cloak that then billows in just the right way.
Yes.
100%.
'Cause they're weighted with the chains at the bottom, and oh, so good.
Michelle looks
Magical.
extraordinarily confused as this happens, but he sort of steps back.
What's
Hi.
up?
Well, that was good timing. We need to go to the dorms right now.
Okay.
Well, we were gonna fill you in on some stuff anyway, but I think Crescenzo wanted to speak to you first.
Oh, we can't hear
You
you.
just went muted.
Yeah,
We can
still.
hear you.
You must have stepped behind the curtains.
We'll let you know when we start to hear you again. Yeah,
That's
this isn't.
wild.
This is just like a muting. This isn't like. Uh-oh.
Babe. Fey magic afoot.
Mm.
Fey magic indeed.
There we go.
There you are.
Oh, there you are.
Yay! Okay. Hi. We need to get to the dormitories right now and get to a TV.
Why?
I make sure there's. Well, it actually doesn't matter. Everybody already knows because they just rang the bell for executions. They're gonna execute 13 people. We need to know who.
We didn't hear a ding dang thing. A single
Mm-mm.
ding dang we didn't hear.
We
Or a
did
ding dong.
13 times.
Did Crescenza follow us out into the backstage area?
She did, yes. She is.
I'm just gonna look at her.
With all due respect, can I get back to you?
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll see you in the morning. Well, afternoon, perhaps.
Sounds great. All right. And
Lead on.
I turn to Mickey. Let's go.
Of course. Here, I know which dorms they were talking about. I'll take you there.
All right. Apparently, when they execute people in town now, they ring a bell. They'll only put a couple of them on TV, but we might be able to see at least who out of the folks they took. Out of our group that left the condo, did any of our folks get grabbed?
Okay, yeah, because you weren't here last time around.
Yeah.
Everyone is accounted for. Michelle's mother and father took the police car, and as far as you know, their plan was to escape the city entirely.
Okay. Oh, they stole a car?
They stole a police car.
Along with Johnny Jubilee.
Johnny Jubilee is here somewhere, and so is your brother.
Oh, he got out.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
So it was Michelle's parents in the front, Michelle, your brother, and Johnny in the back seat. So
okay, that's awesome! Yay! I love Serene.
There also may or may not have been someone in the trunk.
Amazing.
The flump in the trunk.
Which is why it was a good thing that my instinct to go smash a car was stopped.
Ooh, yeah, that would have been bad. All right.
So, wait, they just put executions on TV here?
Sometimes. The pretty ones, apparently.
And people are okay with this?
Well, if when watching TV they are being fed that spell that is ensorceling them, I don't think they have a choice about being okay with it.
In our magic classes, weren't we taught that extreme violence breaks spells?
But if they're
typically
told that these people deserve to be executed, and they're convinced of that, you don't even need magic to convince people that this person's a criminal who's done atrocities and they deserve to be executed. That this is for your best interest because they're trying to tear down the world.
Right. I understand propaganda, but
it's not violence.
That's sort of,
so it's easier to overlook.
But that sort of mind control generally wouldn't take hold.
Maybe this is something special then.
Well, we do know it's just the four of us and Mikey, right?
Yes.
Okay. We do know, and I'll look directly at Tallulah. It's your book. Crescenza corroborated that.
It?
Yeah.
All right. And I am not the most observant of mental boundaries.
No, I don't think it's that. And I think you do yourself discredit to think that. I think it's more you are very persuasive when you want to be.
Well, here's something that's interesting in this. Crescenza said that it's tuned to performance.
Mm-hmm.
Do we believe that these are real?
I would hope not. That would make me feel very much better. We could, as much as I don't want to look at this, we can look at this to see if we can figure that out.
To that point, I want to ask Michelle, if these are televised, is there a place in the city where they would do this publicly?
I don't know. I believe most of the executions take place in the undercells.
Okay.
They have a special studio, I'm told.
That's morbid.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, if they were done someplace public that they would then have to film, it'd take a little bit of time for me, but I could probably get an eye on that, so to speak, and find out if it were true. But um, you know, can't.
If I gave you a spot to look from, could you do it?
Well, it's not so much that I need a spot to look from. I would just need to kind of know where, and then
If I can give you a spot in the undercells, can you look from there?
I mean, I would just need to know how to get there, so to speak. So above the table, I'm talking about using Arcane Eye. I can
Fun.
I can make the eye travel. So if I knew how to get there, I could get the eye there to verify.
Oh.
You muted again.
Nope, still muted.
Huh?
Oh,
Nope, there you
now
go.
something.
You muted in the middle of that. I wonder if you're getting too soft and it's not picking it up sometimes, or if you go under your desk and sometimes when you go under your desk it fixes things. I don't know. While she's fixing it, Fairlos will say, in a weird way, if they are doing it in a private studio, that does lend some credence to the idea that this is all a performance, because if they're keeping it in a controlled environment and not out in the public, that's what they would do in order to put on a performance.
Mm-hmm.
If it was out in public, then that would be more likely that they're actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
and
want
more likely to receive pushback.
Yeah, they've
No, Katie.
Yeah, and we're shuffled up again because your camera went off. But yeah, it feels very performative to sound the bells to say, hey, this is happening, show a few of them and not all of them, and then just kind of, hole everybody up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's something for us to keep in mind. If we're gonna do what Crescenza is asking us to do, and we get an opportunity to find out where that is, if I know how to get there, we can always take a look.
No, you're still quiet. Test this just real quick. Say something loudly.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a noise gate.
Okay. Thank you. I got it.
I don't know. Also, Katie, whatever you just said, we didn't hear.
It's a hardcore noise gate.
Yeah.
Your Zoom today must have updated.
Think I heard you just then.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
All right.
I think a short-term solution until we can get this tech figured out might just be to talk louder for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or closer to your mic.
That too.
Projection.
Right here. Like right here.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
Hopefully
yeah,
this works.
that's fair. And yeah, and
they've been doing executions publicly for a while, apparently.
they have been. Yes, generally they just bring the people on, they introduce them, say what their crimes are, and then they disintegrate them.
Jesus.
How did things start here with the conflict?
Well, first, the Square of Seven stopped passing laws, and in its place, the crown began to enforce its will more strongly without actual signed laws being put into effect. Once the crown had complete control in that way, they were able to reduce civil rights in and outside the city. There was a major protest a few months back in one of the outlying villages, and the Empress sent her forces and hands to destroy it. And then that led to more rebellion, and so on and so on, and it has simply spiraled.
Laws stopped getting passed around the time I left, or before then?
It's very close to the time you left, yes.
But what was the ideological difference that was the crux of the?
Things have been getting bad for almost 20 years now. The crown has constantly and consistently pushed for more wider executive powers, but the Square of Seven has, until very recently, been able to sort of force its will on the crown. And once they stopped passing laws, then the crowns sort of ran rampant with their, I call it depression.
I think what I'm trying to get to is the crux of the conflict. There has to be a difference of opinion about something beyond executive power, right? There has to be an ideological difference.
I mean, our ideological difference is we don't want to be executed, and we.
Right, but that the execution is an expression of a difference. You execute someone because they're in opposition to your philosophy of something, right? You don't just go around killing someone who agrees with you.
Katie, we can't hear you. You have talk louder.
I think some people just want power for power's sake.
That is possible, yes.
At the very least, we seem to believe that this that she wants to become a god. And in order to do that, she needs a lot of people to believe very strongly in her divinity. So
okay, then that's what I needed to know, because if you need, so that power comes from the force of belief of many people, right? To become a god. So you can't go around killing lots of people, because then you lose the force of belief that you need to become a god. So then execution is antithetical.
Unless those people don't believe in you.
Or unless you...
But you lose the opportunity to even convert if you just kill people. That's a potential source of power that you're destroying.
People that you're choosing not to convert are able to talk against you the whole time. You can't just leave them alone. They're better off dead for you to achieve your interests. Because who says they don't convince these 10 people you already won over?
Or you're making a bad decision on your quest for godhood. Either way, it's a bad idea. But
well, so what I'm trying to distinguish is the, if you're having, are these executions performance or are they real?
They're real.
And I'm not so sure.
Suppose the only way to know for sure would be to investigate the undercells yourself.
Turn that TV on, Mikey.
By this time,
because
you
things
have arrived.
That might look real. We know about illusion, right? We've learned about illusion, and
I think it's worth investigating to find out for sure. I think we have to continue to act as though they are real until we know for sure. But I think for a bunch of reasons, it's worth exploring the possibility. I don't know how we can do that and if we can do that tonight. But
Absolutely, but I just want to plant something here, which is the single most damaging thing that could exist in a situation like this would be doubt. If the foundation of your power lies in belief, then doubt is the single most destructive force against it.
The television
And I
is.
think it's worth just keeping that at the fore of our minds as we're looking at things that may seem very real.
Still
I
too
can't
quiet,
hear you, Katie.
That's
Talk
fair.
right.
That's a good point.
Turn up your gain, maybe?
Yeah, if you could just turn your gain up, it'd probably get past whatever noise gate there is.
Is that helping at all?
Mhm.
Is that better?
Yep.
Try more.
Okay.
You're low, but we can still hear you.
Yeah, it's your main
that.
volume is low too. It's the problem, a bigger problem. But
Weird, because I have not changed anything.
the television is turned on, and you do see the executions have already been carried out by the time you guys get in here and take a look. But there is news coverage of them that shows little glimpses of what happened. And it's pretty much as was described. It looks like they just sort of lined them up, announced their crimes. Most of the crimes announced are against the Empress specifically, and then they are executed for it.
is it all 13?
All 13.
And then when they
Recognizable?
play back the
At least it says that there's 13 in the Chiron.
Well, are there 13 people lined up?
You don't get a full. Interestingly enough, you never get a full view of all 13 at the same time from any angle that gives you all 13.
am I able to make like an Arcana check when they show like the footage of it to see if it looks illusory in any way? Like,
Yeah.
You know, they might be able to pull off a major image or something the same way that I
Absolutely.
did.
Yeah, and I'd like to use kind of investigation and or performance to sort of investigate my philosophy around this.
For both of
possible.
you, actually, it's going to be investigation.
Okay.
Watching to see if it's anyone I recognize.
'Cause
That is a terrible roll.
I'm
It's also not super great. I'm gonna burn. You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration on this.
Then so will I.
I would also like to help because I'm assuming whether this is an illusion or a real broadcast or whatever it is, they're probably pumping the spell that they're using to charm people hardcore through this. I want to try to tap into whatever that spell is and see, has it changed in any way with this broadcast, and see.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Where did we hear the manifesto?
Uh,
At a bar.
Wait, you're talking about
From
One I turned into a song.
the Currency of Control manifesto?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in a book that Johnny was carrying around with him, and he was
That's
reading it.
I'm
On the
trying to
ship.
find if I have it
But
written
he had
down.
recited it, but it was a
If you
book.
don't, I can give you a copy.
and
I'll
I think it's
don't-
actually in roll 20.
Okay, yeah.
no, I'll throw it in. I
I have it currently. I can just put it straight up.
I feel like it
into-
might just be relevant in this whole thing to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Latia got it. If you're still in the Discord right now, it is linked in cast chat. If not, we can put it in the chat here.
I can get it in the Discord.
okay.
And I rolled a dirty 20 on religion.
And I
Gotcha.
rolled a dirty 20 on investigation.
I saw that. Okay, two things while that's being looked at. For the dirty 20 on your investigation, this is a major image.
Mm.
Okay.
The question is it not to throw water on this? Is it a major image of something real that happened, or is it a major image because it's a creation? But
That is
I
not
think
something that the check would tell you.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But I think it's a good sign that it is a major image.
Furlos, your religion check? Yes. This particular broadcast in particular has a single message, 4 words repeated as an undercurrent of the propaganda spell underneath it. Death to the unbelievers.
I dislike that.
Yeah, they're continuing to ramp up their rhetoric against anybody who talks against them.
And Essequa is like basically like nose to screen at this point, kind of like she's so into this investigation. Like, yeah, no,
Lila
this
just
isn't real.
reaches out and scooches her head slightly to the side.
That's fair. Yeah, no, this isn't real.
What do
They're
you mean?
pulling the same trick that I pulled in the high rise.
So those folks may not be dead.
May not be what we are seeing here is definitely a major image.
Okay. I got a sending spell. I'm gonna pick someone out of that crowd. If I know anyone.
Make just a random D20, I guess.
Okay.
There are 13 people in it. I'm gonna say
9.
no. You don't know any of those people.
I don't know
Which in a
anyone.
way is,
Maybe better.
yeah, I mean, it's still not good, but
Actually, I can do it anyways because I've seen them.
Yeah, you've
I'm
seen
gonna
their
pick
faces.
one of the individuals, somebody who doesn't look as rattled.
Okay.
Maybe somebody who's like almost looking more at peace.
someone
And-
who's older.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, let's see. Hello. I'm on your side. I need to know if you are still alive or if they really did execute you. Please respond.
If you can.
If possible. And I'm waiting to see if the spell goes through, number 1, and then what they would say back, number 2.
The spell slot is expended. Spell doesn't go through.
Because they're AI people.
You've sent to an invalid target.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Mickey, did you recognize anyone up there?
No, I did not.
Maybe these are fake.
It's possible.
I couldn't reach that target. Spell cast, but it didn't land, if that makes sense.
I mean, as much as I would like the positive interpretation, it's possible that they're just already dead.
That's also possible. Although, typically, since the target doesn't exist, the target wouldn't take. Isn't that right? And I look at Essequa.
Yes.
I
Make an
belie-
Arcana check.
Yeah, I happily.
Can I weirdly help with this? Because I also have sending.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll offer the help action to you,
Okay.
because I think she would know the difference between like the spell not arriving and the spell not taking.
Yeah, 21.
Okay. When I say that the target is invalid, that's because the target has to be a creature.
Okay.
But what that means when the target is invalid, they could mean that the target either is something other than a creature, but also a corpse is not a creature.
Right, a corpse is
an
not a
object.
creature. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the recipient has to be a creature to receive this, and not to, dampen the mood. But corpses don't count as creatures.
How
But
far
that's dark
away?
and
How far
completely
away are
me.
they doing the executions?
I mean,
Undercells is under the castle. We'd have to break
How
in.
far are we from the castle?
I mean, you're closer than most
Are we
of the
within
city.
1,000 feet?
No, not even close
okay.
to those.
Are we within? Can I send an owl within 1,000 feet?
I mean, where can you an owl? You think you can send it to pretty much? I mean, it's just an owl. You can send it wherever you want to send it.
Cool. Because I could make sure I can do what I think I want to do.
While you're looking that up, out of curiosity, on that broadcast, besides the people who were shown being executed, did we see anyone else?
No.
Not even the person casting the disintegrate or
No.
holding the.
You literally just see the green beam come off screen and get them.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I got to be back at the school at 5. I am meeting my understudy. We're going to run lines. Y'all are welcome to join us if you want.
Is that going to give you?
Redhead kept looking at me.
Is that going to give you enough time to get a night's sleep? I've totally lost track.
At 5.
What time is it now?
It was afternoon.
3. Yeah, it's like 3 something.
No, a.m.
Oh, well, then I would have given a much different time.
Well, if she gave 5 in the afternoon, that's still, we get to sleep. And
I mean, you said 5. I think it's funnier if she does
I didn't
actually.
know if I thought it was AM though.
No,
if
it's
PM,
fine.
I would have specified.
Okay. If you want to make that distinction, I think it'd be funnier if she's just waiting for you for 12 hours. But
I don't want to do that. All right. In that case, let's say 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon was the time I gave.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta be back to the school at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. She kept staring at me. She looks vaguely familiar, but I can't place her. Maybe one of y'all will recognize her from school or something.
We saw her when we were back there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Who's Peggy Lynn?
Can I make a history check, see where I might know her?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Here's what she looks like.
She wasn't in the room when Jamo and Saxton and everybody talked, correct?
Rude.
This was the first time
I can confidently say, as players, this is the first time the first time you came backstage is the first time you saw her.
Mm-hmm. It was almost a 19, but instead it was just a 9, so it's 16.
No, I don't think so.
Can I, now that Tallulah's talking about being stared at and being recognized, I trust that, on first glance, I didn't recognize her. And if Essequa is going, I don't recognize her from school, that we wouldn't recognize her.
But
do I think she's recognizing at least Tallulah, if not us?
She did not give "I recognize you" vibes to any of you 3.
Okay. But, I mean, yeah, Farrell's look at Tallulah and say, you've already been recognized a couple times as the princess.
That's why I want to meet with her, because if she recognizes me as the princess, then she's someone important, and she might be the person they talked about being an infiltrator.
Maybe.
That seems too convenient.
I mean, at this point, she could be recognizing you as one of several different people.
This is also true. So do we think those folks that they supposedly executed actually existed, or do we think they were constructs or some sort of figment illusion?
Can I do
Yeah,
a thing?
Well, what
Sorry
have you found?
to interrupt.
What? No, we were doing stuff, waiting for you to find your thing. So do your thing.
So I can summon my owl, send my owl within 1,000 feet of where this all happens, summon my Snonky via my owl because I'm now within 30 feet of what I can see because I can see through the familiar's eyes, and then use Snonky to cast locate object and see if the corpse is there.
I love that.
Interesting.
I
Well,
like
wait.
it.
If it's disintegrate, there's no corpse.
Oh, that's right.
But
Well,
that's still.
we were saying that there was no way to send the sending because it would be an object because it was a corpse, right, Sam?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is
mean,
a
or is it-
possibility.
You would see dust. You would see ashes from.
The thing when I say it is an object, that's what it means when I say that the target is invalid.
Right.
What definitively defines what is a corpse and what isn't a corpse? I would argue that the
It
dust
is
from a
object.
disintegrate,
Okay.
the dust
Okay.
from a disintegrate would count as the corpse of a person.
Okay. And you know what? Even if not that, there would be other things you could cast locate object on. There would be other options.
Would you like to try that?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to
Can
try.
let me see. Can I do anything to buff you for this?
I don't think it
You know
even
what?
will
Rivulette?
need.
I don't know that there is anybody I've ever met who is able to take things apart on a logical level and examine them the way you do. And I feel like you're going to be very essential in keeping me from flying off the deep end and just murdering everybody. So you keep doing you, and you're doing it brilliantly, and take a inspiration. Bardic
Thank you.
inspiration.
Are we a D8 now?
D8, yes.
I need to ask for a very specific reason. Are you looking for the dust of a particular person, or just a dust corpse in general in that area?
Let's pick a particular person. Who did Tallulah send the sending to? Because that's who.
Well, you didn't have a name. You just said a fictional
give you the
person that
description.
was
Okay,
on the
it's
television.
the dust
I mean, it
of
was
the
on
person.
the TV. I point out which one.
Right. However,
So I mean,
you needs to be an object that you're familiar with.
well, it's the dust of. I guess it's the dust of a disintegrated.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
whatever
if we want to go with
species
that,
creature
you're
was.
you're much more likely to be successful with a general ask than a specific ask in this instance.
Okay.
Would
Yeah,
the
you'll
just
shot
get a
have
bunch
been-
of pings.
Wouldn't the
Right, I don't want
the
dust
video
in a
have been
castle,
within 30
obviously.
feet?
Right. The
Sam,
specific. Sorry.
wouldn't the video have been within 30 feet at some point?
Oh,
The person who was executed?
if it was real.
Okay, because the spell can locate a specific object known to you if you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once.
Right. I think what
But it's changed
Sim-
form because it's gone from person to pile
Yeah.
of dust.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sim was asking for, like, that general specificity, not that specific specificity.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I can tell you once you cast this spell, with that specificity of the disintegrated dust from a corpse, a person who has been killed with disintegrate,
Mhm.
that dust. and we're going to go on break right after I say this. You pick up 2,651 separate instances underneath the castle.
Okay.
And with that, I think we're going to go on break.
Jesus, whoever that is in this universe.
Ahoy, hoy, and welcome to Players in Book, where I get to DM for the greatest players in the world. At the end of right before the break, there was a locate object being used to find dust from corpses, from disintegrated corpses, and the number returned was 2,651.
Like you do.
Situated somewhere
fine.
beneath the castle.
That's
However, here's a question that's a little bit leading. Rivulet, you have 10 minutes with
Yeah.
locate object. How long
Yeah.
would you like to keep this up?
Well, I mean, it's for a while, I hope.
Fair
Like
enough.
to get a little more specific. There's that many in that particular, like,
Within the
air-
first 30 seconds, that number goes up by 1.
Oh.
what?
Real quick. So, you get direction. I know you don't get you don't get distance, but you get direction. You're in the under. I don't remember what it's called. Under something.
Undersell.
Under cells. Are they below you? Are they on the same level as you?
I was understanding she's not in the. She used her owl. She flew probably just close to the
Well,
castle.
I used my owl and then Snonky because I
Right.
need Snonky to be
But
able
you-
to cast the location.
But you used it to fly close to the castle, not necessarily into it to like do some. That would have been like a bunch of stealth checks and a whole bunch of navigating. and all
Right.
this other stuff.
Oh, okay. I guess. All
I
right.
mean, my owl would probably do well at that, but
Yeah.
You probably want to go rad at that point. Okay. I might have misunderstood how far the owl was going on in. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, first 30 seconds, it goes up from 2,651 to 2,652.
That's rude.
Yeah. Really is. And it's locating piles, not flakes.
Dust from corpses. Dust
No, I
from
said-
specific corpses, right?
I mean, it was
Mhm.
piles.
Yeah.
Piles from disintegrated corpses, piles of ash.
That is correct. Yes, that is the context by which this number has been given to you.
So there's two options here.
Well, I don't think that information has been communicated to the rest of the party. Just
Oh,
yet.
okay. Sorry. That's right.
I mean, yes.
It has now.
Okay.
How does I want that? Well, let's see the conversation. Like, what does the imparting of that information sound like?
So, there are lots and lots and 2,651 piles of 2,652 piles of disintegrated corpse ash under the castle. So that's not great. Unless there's a ritual that I'm not ultra familiar with in how you dispose of your dead here, Tallulah.
Well, I mean, when the cold was going through, you couldn't leave a body behind. So maybe it has something to do with that before the city fell? But oh.
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 I can't go into detail, but I can tell you that a large number of deaths could have occurred just before or just after the fall of the city. It would
That number ticks up again.
dovetail.
And 53.
They're actively
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Even though
But that
you
doesn't align with what we... Go ahead.
even though you are not currently moving, something is moving into your range.
Yes.
More are being created
Well,
right now.
Is disintegration a common method of dead removal here?
That's
I'm
what I
assuming
just asked.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sim?
There are devices that do the job.
Mhm.
It is not the most common version of disposing of bodies. The general burial in this part of Brescia has for hundreds of years now been to either disperse the remains into the sea
Mhm.
as either dust or full-on corpse and let the sea take it.
I fill that in. But I would imagine if you don't want people being restored to life,
That has to be
disintegration is the foolproof method.
And that's only within 1,000 feet of the depth I'm at. I fly a little lower with Snonky.
The number doesn't change immediately. Then it ticks up by
Okay.
1.
There's no huge jump though. It's
No.
not like I go
It seems
down
like
a
if there's
level and there's
If
another.
there's a big pile, you are already in range of the big pile.
Okay, now I'm gonna try side to side.
If you move side to side, you can get a general fix as you start to like move away. The number goes down, back in. The number never goes remarkably higher than the number you were first given, but it is ticking up slowly. You only have 10 minutes to work with, so I think it's only going to go up by 3 during that time.
Okay.
But if you move your guy back and forth, you can get kind of a general idea of where it is. There's just a pile. There's just a pile underneath the castle.
Interesting.
And it's identifying as separate piles. It's not identifying as one pile, because if it was one big pile, I
No.
would get 1.
It's identifying. Okay. So above board, I'm saying that it's all one big pile, but because of the exact terms by which you defined it, as is corpse dust from corpse, it's saying specific, one corpse, this dust
Okay.
pile, one corpse, this dust pile, even if they're piled together and mixed together.
Okay.
Okay.
You asked for leaves that fell off of a tree, and even though all the leaves are piled into a pile, you're
Okay,
getting all the
I'm
individual
getting-
leaves. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Just clarifying what I'm reading here.
Yeah, I think if I'm using the correct metaphor, right? So
Close enough.
okay.
Absolutely.
Yep. No,
I'm
I
trying to
got
use
I
a-
got you.
yeah.
I'm just making sure
Yeah.
that I'm not. Okay.
Yeah. Did we? So we missed the original broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how long the original broadcast was? Like the full on here they are, when here they're disintegrated, and
It was no
Thank
more
you.
than 5 minutes.
and so in the 10 minutes that Riv is monitoring this, it's only gone up by 3.
Yes.
I'm gonna be morbid for a second here. If they disintegrated 13 people, and it took them only a couple minutes to do so, why is it taking them so long to deposit all those remains here? There's something else going on. And it might be that whatever's making your number tick up is not these remains. I have a suggestion for an alternative method of hopefully figuring out what might be going on. It's a more mundane and it's not foolproof, but these are ostensibly rebels against the crown. One would think some people here would know someone here. There's 13 people. Someone is going to know someone of these 13 people, right?
a pretty decent chance, or if not, somebody else who was taken.
Can we find anyone who knows any of those 13 people?
We can go.
Tallulah, just to be clear, Michelle has sort of moved over to your side. He knows the same information you know,
Mhm.
and he is also as concerned, but he's more concerned with how you're reacting to it.
We can go back to the university and canvas, see if anybody knows someone. I can cast another sending if we find someone.
Well, let's do this the old-fashioned way. Let's see if we can find someone who specifically recognizes one of those 13 people that can say
Do
for
they
sure.
not read off the names and the charges?
They did?
Yeah, but I'm looking for like a face-to-face. I'm not looking for a name that can be stolen
Right, but
off
a name can give us a starting place.
It could, but what I'm saying is I'm curious if there's someone out there that's my brother, that's my husband, that's my mother,
Right.
that's yeah.
Right, wouldn't a name be a
Confirmation
jumping
that
off
they're
place?
actually people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we think
Otherwise, we're going and knocking on doors of people who, as likely as not, are not.
true, but we're already starting in a smaller community because if we are assuming that these were rebels that were taken, that they weren't just grabbing random 13 people, that these are 13 people who are at least part of the resistance, then we can at least start.
Somebody should know them even if they're not part of the resistance.
Right. Well, so starting with their names,
Let's see if-
Tallulah, like are any of their names familiar to Tallulah, even if their faces aren't?
Let me see. I assume someone has written down the names.
I would not assume that.
Okay.
They
If
they
not-
stated the names once during the initial broadcast, even with the the news sort of footage of it, like in the background as they're talking about it, is silent.
Mhm.
So it's not like they're replaying the audio from it. But if you wanted to sort of see if you could pick up a name or two out of it, you could. I'm sure eventually you'd get some replays of the footage that would cover at least a couple of names.
Because let's just be. I'm just gonna. I mean, throwing out strange scenarios, right? What if there were only 13 people that they've captured? And then they have the names of suspected people, and really what they're doing is they're just duplicating those people with some sort of cloning or who knows, and just that's being replicated over and over. And they're not really, it's not new people that they're, I mean, this is again propaganda we've established.
At the very least, there's enough strange that is going on in this broadcast that it warrants a little more looking into. It's very possible that people have been hurt, but
and if the names don't connect, there's the potential that the names are something entirely independent of what they're showing us. It just feels like those are options we should consider rather than accepting the reality as they are framing it to us. Considering that we've all experienced that there are larger realities at play, this seems like a small reality that we are choosing to accept within a small reality.
especially since Essequa has already proven that it is, at the very least, a major image.
Sumerian.
Yes.
What happened? I can't remember. What happened the last time I tried to do sending to my dad?
It didn't work. It was an invalid target.
Okay.
Once we've seen enough replays to get a couple of names, I would like to find this universe's or this city's version of the Yellow Pages.
I kind of want to focus in on Tallulah right now as a character because you're reacting to some stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Someone I know who's dead. I'm coming up with someone I know that died,
okay.
and I want to cast sending to them
Okay.
and see if the condition feels the same.
It does feel the same, yes.
I think they're all dead. I think they're all dead.
You don't know that. They could be alive. It's
If when I cast you remember Jean-Claude?
yes.
I just tried to send him a sending. It's a friend of ours who died many years ago. It feels exactly the same. And I can't get my dad either. And they had him down there. All those people. That's all the rebels they took into custody when they did that big sweep, isn't it? That recent sweep they did where they arrested all those folks that set Jamo and the others off. I bet it's those folks. I will tear her castle down, brick by brick, if we have to. All of those people.
When was the last time you were able to contact your father?
For our nightmares. It was, actually, it was the same night that I first contacted Duke Jamo, pretending to be Dominique. But who knows how long he's been dead. I took the ring. That's why they couldn't pass any laws.
Unless he can't remember you for some reason.
No, it's... I've cast sending to him multiple times. And it's the same thing.
But if he can't remember you, he can't recognize you, and he can't receive the message.
It's not about him receiving the message, it's about how the spell feels when I cast it. And when I cast it on somebody I know's dead, it feels exactly the same. It's not like I'm blocked, it's the target doesn't exist. I would love to cling to that hope, but there's an abundance of evidence telling me otherwise.
Then we will bring him back.
He didn't deserve this. He didn't. None of them did. This isn't right. This isn't fair.
You
And
said it
all these
yourself.
people. Go ahead.
You said it yourself. The people who are gonna try to fight with fear, they're not gonna do things that are fair.
Yeah. We need to start figuring out what we're gonna do. Because getting to the play is the easy part, but what do we do after the play? How do we move forward to save these people? How do we stop this from happening again?
Well,
we can't be paralyzed by overthinking things or second guessing ourselves. We have to start coming up with something definitive. Because I know her plan would be definitive.
Well, when we were talking to Crescenza while you were in the back, she told us what her plan totally was, which is we're gonna do the play and she's gonna record it. And then when we get inside, she's gonna play the recording. And that's how we're gonna be able to sneak around. Is everybody coming to see the play is gonna watch a recording of us.
Okay.
While we are doing what we need to do. The idea is we will be able to get into the throne room and get access to that book. And once we have the book, assumably you, me, the four of us will be able to do what we need to do to break the enchantment that's over most of the people in this city, which will be a big help in turning the tide.
Yeah, well. I don't know that it would have changed anything, but damn, I wish I hadn't left.
I think that's a good spot for us to end our episode. First of all, let's do a check-in with first you, Katie, and then everyone else. Just make sure everyone is all right.
Yes.
Check in offline.
Well, this is sort of just an immediate sort of like, the scene was very, very heavy. I just want to make sure you're all right. That's all.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay.
I am perfectly fine. Thank you.
We can go into any specifics or details later.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
All right.
So yeah. Hi everybody. Are we doing the outros now?
We are going to do the outros.
Okay.
Hi everybody,
I'll do the credits. I am Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie. You can find me on all the socials at Goblin Katie or at goblinkatie.com on Blue Sky if you're nasty. You can catch me here on Sundays for Players and Book, and you can also catch me on Tuesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time playing Shadow City Mysteries, House of Sky over on Play on Words Studios. And it's a very fun clockwork noir 5e session, 5e in a homebrew setting, or not homebrew, but a upcoming, because it's being published, it's fancy, in an upcoming game, Shadow City Mysteries. So yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific for that one. And other than that, just keep an eye on my socials, and if I do something, I usually post there.
Oh, and thank you to Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Again, I apologize. We will get you guys a code ASAP. I'm gonna be filling out the form as soon as we sign off tonight.
Get a couple in a row.
Yeah, well, I do the month, and the problem was I didn't realize that October was over. And so,
Time.
yeah, it is passing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's me.
I am Lauren Urbanji here. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website at the front page, lauren-urban.com, which is way easier than rattling off everything that's going on. But the important thing is Saturday, 4 o'clock Pacific for Fantasy Grounds Con, for the return of Beyond Heroes, where, you know what? If you want to see me play a completely different cleric, there you go. If you want to see me play the original very protective cleric who actually does healing. So yes, that is Orkira. She's going to be there. Otherwise, go to the front page of my website for any of the other stuff that I'm doing. And thank you. Bye.
I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs at DreamWisp, DreamWispGen, dreamwisp.bisky.social. On the 8th, I will be playing a very different character as well, along with Lauren at Fantasy Grounds Con. The following week, I will be doing a charity event. We are going to do a charity event. I will be posting more information, but with a bunch of great folks to support communities who are being affected right now by the things that are happening in the world. More on that soon, but that'll be Saturday the 15th. And yeah, that's the things.
You're muted.
I was muted. I started talking and then I looked at it and I was like, ah. But that's okay. That is the things, like the play. The play is the thing. And those were things. I'm Latia. Technically, I'm a thing because people are nouns, and nouns are persons, places, or things. You can find me at Latia Jaquise or at my website, latiajaquise.com. I'll be at Geek Girl Con this weekend. So if you are a Seattleite and are looking for a cool con experience to do this weekend, you should do that. Because I'll be there. With my very cool Women of Wizards ERG group to hang out and do panels and play Magic and generally be very cool. So that's me.
And I'm Jeremiah Sumerian. Let's do our credits really quickly. Cartography by Shay and Peku. Cartography by Shay and Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek46. Custom tokens by Shay and Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by frecklesketches. Logo and character art by Luke McCay. And you can find us on Patreon if you'd like to support this beyond just subscribing on Twitch at Players and Book, just all one word. And
I didn't have enough fingers for the Patreon.
That's fair. I
Gotta start using toes.
still don't have an outro, so try not to die. And I'll see you next week. Bye. And peace.